Hello, Royals. This is Mademoiselle Mosley again, here to talk to my friends and family. And I feel like we're all family because if we come and we agree upon a thing or we want to talk about a thing, we can always come to some conclusion, whether we agree or disagree. This is about communication, learning how to communicate. You have to know how people think so that you can process their way of communicating. That's what this is about. Learning how to think, learning how to communicate where someone understands what you're saying. Now, this is what I want to talk about today. And I've seen this on certain TV shows. I've even seen it in real life. And I don't understand it, but just because I don't understand it doesn't mean that it doesn't demand some attention to. And I'm gonna read some stuff out of my book because I don't want to miss anything. I want to make sure that I get my point across, that we understand, and that if it's us, we can work on it. That's what this is all about. This ain't about like, oh, you need to do that, and I'm this person all up in the air. No, we are all here to share and all here to care and try to get ourselves at a different stance in life that we'll be able to communicate and love one to another in a better way. So let's get to it. Um, I was just thinking about this. It's like I was like, how do you compete with something you birthed? I see women in competition with their daughters, and I see men that's not loving their sons because their sons is, something that they are not, and it's just really ridiculous. How do you compete with what you birthed? I mean, what came out of you, what you put inside of a woman, and if the man is tripping and the woman, what you incubated for 9 months and you pushed out, and you looking at that thing like it's an object of your like you competing with it. I don't understand that. That's your child. And here we're talking about the parents. Now we're not talking about the children. We can kind of understand them a little bit because they're immature and they don't understand life in a greater scope. But we're talking about those who have birthed these children. I don't know how you compete with your children. And this is the thing that the Lord gave me. How do you compete with something you birthed? It is your own greatness within you that you never knew. That child probably great in something that you always wanted to do, but you never done. So it's birthed out so that you can nurture that thing that you never did. So that you can, because you have that love that you probably never got to do that thing. Now that child comes with the talent for that thing. It's not for you to be jealous because you never done it. God has given you an opportunity that you birth something out of you that you'll be able to have a better view of what's inside of you. And you'll be able to love it and nurture until its full growth. And then another part is like God is now, letting you see it outside of you, like I said earlier. So you will have a better view of the inner you. A lot of things that we can't stand in our children, and it's that maybe we didn't stand for it. Maybe our child has a spirit on them. They stand for right or they do right. And we have a problem with that because we never had the courage to do it. It doesn't mean you attack what was birthed out of you. And women and your daughters are fine and beautiful, and you be competing with them or not liking them because now you're past that stage and age, and now you looking at them, they got their whole life in front of them, and you want to do the little salty taste. You know what I'm saying? That's your child. You birthed that comes out of you. I don't like I said, I don't understand it. And most of the time it's a part that you never tapped into. A part of you that you birthed your child, and this is ambitious, and they have this great hope and aspiration for the world, or they're enlightened on so many areas that you weren't enlightened in. God didn't mean for you to be jealous of your child and for you to mistreat that child or to beat that child down because you the bully. You got your inner bullying on because you were bullied and you never got to do what you needed to do because you didn't have the courage to do it. So now you want to beat your child down. Not basically, we're speaking of physically beating someone down, but verbally it's just as bad, or discouraging them not to do what it is that they need to do. So I want us to really look at it and know that God has given us an opportunity to do differently, to nurture what we didn't have, to love on them like we weren't loved on. Don't get jealous and say, I never had anybody do this for me, so I'm not going to do it for you. To me, that makes no sense. None whatsoever. But it's out there. Like a little further, siblings being jealous of other siblings because maybe the grandmother had a relationship with you and not with them. Maybe you didn't have a relationship with the grandmother, or maybe it was something that was in you that you did or you said that she didn't like. And it's not that, she favored this one better than this one. It's just that maybe this other one was more communicative or wanted to really truly be involved with her. Maybe you just came around when you wanted something. People have feelings too. No matter how old you get, you have feelings. And just because you get older don't mean you're not wiser. I don't understand why people think when people get old that they get stupid and dumb. Just because they get quieter don't mean they're stupid and dumb. They're just not going to waste their good breaths on stupid stuff. So I hope that helped y'all, that, what you birthed, and it's not like you. It's a part of the inner you. It's a part of you. And then, your child comes out and it looks like the father or the mother, and you have odds with this child because of how this child looked. Well, from the gate, you chose this man or you chose this woman. And like I showed you in my other video about residue. You don't get away with it being with someone that you don't care for, or some traits that they have that you don't quite like. You're going to see the residue. And you just have to deal with the inner you and do what you need to do. And like I said before, and I'll say it again, get it before it gets you. Like and subscribe. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.